See if I can find that. Go back to that system and show you that alien wreckage like live. Well, I did. That video did go pretty much cover everything that I sent you. So, what did you think of that
Hmm.
alien wreckage I found?
It was interesting. I mean, the details on it weren't anything special. It was pretty generic for the most part, but it was still really interesting that you found it.
I did some research about the system I was in, and it turns out it was the first one found. That one has obviously been found before. Uh, let's launch the ship. Right, let's see. Galaxy map. I kind of want to meander about in the area around Maya and see if I can find anything interesting. So, we're just gonna have a look-see-doodle around. Also, while I was playing by myself, I bought something pretty useful for the ship. An advanced an advanced discovery scanner. Essentially, it'll scan an entire system and show us all astronomical objects in the system, instead of us having to like go scan the nav beacon in the system, or just fly around and scan everything with a short range scanner like I had before.
It'll make finding things a little bit more easy.
Yeah. So we just go into a system, pulse it, and we know where all the planets are. Then it's good for sucking up astronomical data to sell at other space docks. So how has your day
Alright.
been?
It's been okay. Nothing super eventful, I suppose.
I went back to work, studied today. That was pretty average. Although the internet managed to anger me a little.
What did the internet do to you today?
Okay, so I went on I just did a Google search just to see where I could because I want to know how to evolve a charge bug into a Vikavolt in Sun and Moon, and nothing, not Cerebi, not 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 Bulbapedia, not like Game FAQs, nothing had a straight answer. Like I had to piece together like clues on how to go about doing this. Like I was solving a fucking mystery or something.
What Pokemon were you trying to evolve?
Charge bug. It evolves into a Pokemon called Vikavolt. It's a two-stage evolution. It starts off as a Pokemon called Grubbin. Granted, I was on my phone and I couldn't look. I was in the library at the time, so I couldn't look at videos. So this is videos notwithstanding. Let's pulse the system with the scanner. Okay, we have everything. System map. Anything interesting here?
The pre-laboratory.
Hmm.
The laboratory.
The laboratory. But yeah, I had to basically piece together how to evolve a charge bug into a Vikavolt. It was like one thing said electric stone, another thing said, "Yo, it's in the cavern after you beat the fourth Kahuna," and that island has like four caverns in it. And it was like, "Oh, it's somewhere in Vast Pony Cavern on Pony Island." I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna wander around Vast Pony Canyon and see if I find anything. And I'm in a cave. The funny part is I was texting our friend Ray about it, and I was bitching to him that the internet just seems to have no accurate info on how to do this. And I literally just sent him that text, and then I killed something in a cave in Vast Pony Cavern, and my charge bug started evolving.
I found the answer in one Google, 5 minutes.
Okay.
It says you have to go to the Vast Pony Canyon and level up Charge-a-Bug to evolve it. It was
See,
super simple.
nothing flat out said that.
I'm looking at the page where it says it.
Well, nothing that turned up on my phone search. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, it just says it's leveled up in a special magnetic field. It tells you where the special magnetic field is in Gen 7.
Yeah, nothing told me where that special magnetic field was.
It's present in Vast Pony Canyon.
Yes, but nothing indicated that, is what I'm saying.
I just think you're bad at looking at things.
Well, I don't speed through the text like I do during our Nuzlocke when I'm actually playing the game. Like by myself. Whoa,
But like,
you're bright.
I don't know. The first link I clicked on when I googled Charge-a-Bug evolve gave me the answer. So, I don't know.
That it happened in a stretch of cave in Vast Pony Canyon that had no like, there's no like electricity or anything. There's no like stone nearby me. There's nothing to indicate that Charge Bug would evolve there.
Have you ever evolved a Magnezone? It's the same thing.
See, now if it's, I probably would have been able to find it a little better if somebody said you the same way you evolved Magnezone.
Yeah, like there's like an entire like before maybe even like up to like 6 different Pokemon that evolve the same way.
Yes, but like a couple of things I looked at indicated some kind of stone, like kind of like how you evolve Eevee into Glaceon and Leafeon.
No, nothing I looked at said that. That's weird.
Yeah, so I was looking for a rock. Alright, let's see if we can find anything interesting here. Oh shit, there's a black hole in this system.
Aren't we in Maya?
No. We're in a different system. Well, maybe we're near Maya, but we're not in Maya.
Okay.
Oh, and there's a planet with rings on it with rings around it that we can land on.
Andraste's Point.
Andraste? Like, as in the fucking god from Dragon Age? Interesting. We're gonna go pay this black hole a visit, though. Because it's been a while since we visited a black hole. Why not? You know?
Yeah.
I'm
all for it.
that star is a very pretty shade of blue. Ah, shit. I really gotta
Too
fix
fast
that.
Too fast for safe exit.
I really gotta fix that key mapping.
What key mapping?
Normally the D-pad on my controller is adjusting the power levels, and I want to like give more power to the engine. But since I don't use that a lot, I recently changed it to so I can hit up on the D-pad and use my frame shift drive. So I can hit the key. I can hit the keyboard less and rely on the controller more. And I'm too used to it. I'm still too used to it being the power level shifts, so I keep hitting it and dropping myself out of warp. So
Imagine if that was like real life, where you could just keybind a car, and you just forget that you keybind the brake to be the horn, and the horn to be the brake pedal.
about how like some of the consoles inside the ship look like you might be able to do something similar to that. You might actually be able to do that with this ship inside this universe. Like it has like generic keypads all around.
Mm-hmm.
And the seat is identical to no matter what ship you're in.
I like how it looks like you're wearing like those weird foot sock, like shoe sock things.
Looks like I'm wearing Ninja Tabby. I'm actually a ninja.
Doubt it.
Of course the of course the black hole is going to be like a majillion miles away. Looks like we're in for a little bit of a road trip, but hey, it'll be worth it. We're going to see another black hole. And I'll scan it for monies. And then we'll go see what's up with Andraste.
Andraste.
Andraste! I don't know, for some reason I felt the need to say it that way. It's the Maya trip all over again. We're gonna be at this for 20 fucking minutes.
Well,
Settle in.
let's find a good discussion topic.
Well, one thing I wanted to bring up to you is one of the reasons I was asking you earlier about whether or not we'd get in trouble for streaming a movie is I had an idea for like sort of like a live stream version of like something MST3K inspired, where we like stream a movie and like poke fun at it or like commentate on it and shit. Obviously, we'd have to chop it up into clips if we threw it to YouTube, but
Yeah, I like to think that there isn't anything against that, but there probably is. There's probably copyright things.
because I know we can't just do that and like upload it to YouTube. But maybe streaming's different. I don't know.
A lot of them follow similar sort of copyright restrictions and stuff. But I wouldn't be able to know off the top of my head.
Pulse my Discovery scanner again just for funsies. Because I like the noise it makes. It makes like a weird like foghorn where it's like... Ah. So, any luck in the way of finding a topic?
I would be looking for a topic at the moment, but right now I'm looking for an answer to your question.
What question?
And I think I found my answer.
Oh, that question. So, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to actually. I don't think you'd be able to actually stream it
Like a whole movie
without there being. Yeah.
That sucks. That seems like it would be a fun thing to do, like, live.
Yeah, I mean, I know one of the YouTubers I follow, they do something like that. I don't know if they do it on Twitch, though, is the problem. But they actually, what they'll do is, every, like, Saturday or something, they have what they call, like, watch and discuss, where they watch a movie and just interact with a Twitch chat with it, basically just having, like, just conversation about the movie and stuff. Oh, Titty Gumbo, I forgot we named you that.
Oh, some of our discussion the other day got me to like when I was on break today, I was reading up about I was reading some of like the development history of Alien and like some of like like some of the stuff H.R. Geiger like went through, and like like the whole like timeline for it. Like one of the interesting things I found that kind of got a little bit of a chuckle out of me was when he was designing the egg for the facehugger. Originally, the opening at the top of it had a very vaginal look to it, and I think it was some of the producers told him to change it because it wouldn't be allowed to be shown in like really Catholic countries. And so he designed it to have like the little cross pattern, the little like kind of cross shaped opening that it has now. And he was quoted as saying there, now it resembles the cross they so love to stare at.
He was a really weird person.
He wasn't. He was definitely an interesting individual. Although no lie, I definitely would go to the. I think there's two bars in. I think it's either Germany or Sweden. That where all the furniture and like the entire inside of the bar is designed using his design aesthetic. So like it looks like the inside of the ship from Alien, basically. That sounds like it'd be something neat to actually see in person.
That would. It would be surreal almost.
Yeah.
Hard to describe in a lot of ways.
Everything looks like it's made of bones and penises.
Is this game a British game, perchance?
I have no fucking clue. Go ahead and look it up.
I'm just curious because of the time that's up in the right corner.
Well, if I could find the date in the game, the date format will give it away.
So interesting thing happened today. Not interesting, more sad. Roger Moore passed away.
Oh yeah, I saw
And-
that.
So I figured we could discuss a little bit of our James Bond.
Yeah, considering we spent like the entire last stream talking about movies, almost, we somehow managed to skirt around Bond. I don't have a ton of James Bond experience. Like a lot of my experience with the franchise involves the Sean Connery Bonds. Like those are the main ones I've watched. I've actually never sat and watched any of the Roger Moore ones, and I've seen part of GoldenEye, but that's about it. But I do really like the Sean Connery ones I've watched. Like Goldfinger is definitely one of my favorite movies.
I've always really enjoyed. I don't think I've ever sat down and watched a James Bond movie on purpose. But a lot of my experience with James Bond is just kind of like sitting down. Maybe it's on TV already, and just kind of like, I don't know, watching it as.
That's kind of how it happened for me. Like they just had Bond movies on Spike TV the one day, and I just sat down and watched them, and I watched Goldfinger all the way through, and I really liked it.
It's funny to me because James Bond's kind of like one of those crazy sort of. I guess I can relate this to a topic I was talking about last night while I was at work. Or 2 nights ago now. Wait, last night? Did I work last night? Okay. I can't remember. My days are all messed up right now. We were, a coworker and I were discussing, music. And he brought up that some current day rap artist is claiming that he's better than Tupac and Biggie Smalls. And I brought up the point that in my mind, um, it's hard to compare like yourself or anything like that to them because so think about it this way, right? Think about like the Beatles. Whether or not you actually enjoy Beatles music or find them to be um, good or not, I suppose. It's so hard to actually objectively talk about their music anymore without just flat out admitting that they're probably the most influential band that's ever existed. And that's how I kind of view like Tupac and Biggie is like for rap and hip hop, they're basically like their legacy has just pushed them to a level that they just can't even be compared to anymore because even if they're maybe not the most technical or they had the best production or just the best in general, they're just so far and away better than like everything just because what they did for everything else in that genre. And I feel James Bond is like all the Bond movies are kind of similar in that fashion where you may not actually enjoy the Bond movies for whatever reason, or maybe you're like, I enjoy this specific series more. It's always something where the legacy that James Bond has for cinema and books as well, because it is a book series, is just that legacy's overshadowed anything they've done. And it's hard to like criticize or talk about it without just being overwhelmed by the pure legacies that it has.
Did you know the reason we got Indiana Jones is because Steven Spielberg always wanted to direct a Bond movie?
I remember reading something like that. I remember him saying that he wanted to. I don't remember the exact like thing I read, but I do remember reading something similar.
The beginning of Temple of Doom, Indy's flat out wearing one of Bond's suits. Also, I noticed an Easter egg in Temple of Doom that I'm amazed it took me this long to notice it. At the very beginning, when they're fleeing the that big club, that big nightclub, there's a sign outside on the street that says Club Obi-Wan.
Really, I never knew that.
Yeah, it's like really big and noticeable too.
Huh.
Like type in Club Obi-Wan since you're able to Google stuff. Since we're just kind of soaring through space at the moment.
No shit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would have never noticed that. You just kind of distracted by everything else that's going on.
Mm.
But
Yeah, I can't say I've ever watched any of the Roger Moore Bonds. If I had to pick one and watch it, I'd probably watch The Man with the Golden Gun, just because Christopher Lee's in it, and I like Christopher Lee.
yeah, I don't think I've personally watched one all the way through, but I've seen snippets of his Bond, and I mean, I don't think he's the best Bond that they've ever had, but I mean, he was definitely a talented actor. That's for sure.
Okay, we just passed it. Yeah. It's probably just because he's the one I've watched the most, but I'd say Sean Connery is my favorite.
Yeah, a lot of people share that sentiment. He's kind of like, as far as I can tell, I think he's the most famous outside of like James Bond. But I'm not sure on that one. That's just my unofficial opinion about the matter. But I mean, he's the one that like most stands out in probably pop culture history.
Well, the thing is, I think he had the most prolific career outside of Bond, definitely, for sure. I mean, I'm a complete, like, I don't know anything at all involving this. I think he's definitely the most well-known actor to play Bond, at least. But once again, I'm a complete idiot on this matter. Do not regard my opinion with any form of value.
Well, let me take a look.
Alright, I'm going to try and angle this sumbitch so we can actually see it. I lost it. There you are.
Yeah, I would agree with you because there's. I mean, he not only is he probably the one that had the most outside of James Bond. I mean, he was the first in film. Like that's probably why like he's the most easily associated with it because past him there's like David Niven. I think he did one. Yeah, he did Casino Royale. George Lazenby.
By the way.
Ooh.
Oh god, oh god.
That's quite incredible. I really don't want you to fly into it though.
Whew. Good thing it's engaged the ship's safeties. Because goddamn.
We would have been destroyed into nothing.
Although I think this is the closest I've gotten to one. Because, wow.
Just like the weird like visual effects. I think last time I mentioned how it looks kind of blurry, so like my eyes start to water because I think my eyes are assuming that there's something in there.
Huh, let's see.
It's a quite incredible visual effect though.
I figured out how to do the debug camera. Well, I don't know how to control it at the moment. I can still control the ship, though. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. You can see like all the little animations on the ship as you do stuff. Check this out.
Huh. Just dicking around in space.
I love those little tidbits when you have no idea what to say.
What do you mean?
like you do you sometimes do this thing. My best guess is like when you have no idea what to actually say. You just like say something completely weird and random, like you did just now with like dicking around in space.
I just calls them as I sees them.
Dude, look at that weird little like circular effect.
The orb?
Yeah, that like it moves when I move the camera.
The orb of confusion.
I want to actually screenshot this. How do I do that? There we go. Alright, now we're gonna get the fuck away from this thing. It's starting to creep me out a little.
As our world and reality distort.
We slowly go insane. We start to hear the whispers of the demon living inside it. Alright, because we just traveled a distance that I don't wish to travel a second time, we're just going to warp to the neighboring system and warp back. Because there's other stuff I want to do in this system and I don't want to fly all the way back from the black hole. Look, we're facing completely away from it and there's still like weird effects on the screen.
Yeah, because you basically got close enough to dip your toe in it. Bye-bye.
Oh, it's triggering my heat. I like they made it so they don't give off heat. Like apparently they used to just behave like reskins of stars, Like you get too close to them and like your heat alarms would start to go off.
Wasn't a black hole like almost the opposite of a sun?
Well, yeah, it's collapsed. Well, at least in theory. Like we don't exactly know what black holes even are.
We don't know. I wonder if there's wormholes.
I'll give you my wormhole. Ooh, baby.
No, thank you.
22 astronomical objects in this system. Too bad I'm not staying.
Vroom vroom. It's kind of funny. I've noticed over the years that, at least for the most part, at least myself, we kind of grew up the odd one out as children.
Meaning?
Well, we were always PlayStation kids, and I feel like almost everyone else that I've ever met or talked to were all Nintendo 64 kids.
Ah, but that's where you were wrong. I was both.
So you say both, but were you really?
At my dad's house, we had an N64. I love GoldenEye. I used to play Mario Party a lot too. I had both Pokemon Stadiums.
For every reason, I still associate you as being still more of a PlayStation person.
That's because I was never allowed to bring the N64 over to your house.
That's fair.
You have no idea how much I wanted to show you Pokemon Stadium.
You know, I actually played that a couple years back.
It's just Pokemon.
Yeah, it's just Pokemon.
Pokemon but 3D.
The one thing I never understood was Pokemon Snap.
I had that game too. I actually enjoyed it. Weirdly enough, my dad played it too.
I do not understand. I just could never understand it. Maybe it was because like I played it way later, or maybe as a kid I would have found it far more interesting.
Alright, so real quick, check this shit.
I am checking.
What if I told you we're about to land on this sumbitch and that ring is going to be in the sky?
I'll believe it when I see it. I've seen you crash before.
Thanks. Actually, no, the way this place is positioned, we might not be able to see the ring. Let's see. Man, this place is purple. I've never been on a purple planet before. For once, a planet to land on that's unique. Few and far between, but goddamn are they fun when you find them.
So we're just gonna spend another 30 minutes driving around an empty planet, talking about the most off-topic things we can find.
Yeah, why not? Then I'm generally curious about this station. I want to see what's there. So got any topics to bring up at the moment? Well,
I'm more mesmerized by the texture slowly coming into character on screen.
Oh, I recently turned it up too. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, this might not be a station I can land at. Oh wait, no, yeah, it is.
Trust me, I believe in your ability to put that plane onto the planet's surface.
We're coming in just a little bit too steep, though. Alright. Now we gotta finagle this in just the right way so I don't accidentally end the glide. And I don't throw us wildly off course.
Meanwhile, the planet's inhabitants sound like a bunch of cats trying to have sex with everything and its mother.
Clyde, you can end now. Clyde? Thank you. Holy Jesus. That was actually kind of spooky. Alright. Ship? 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 Oh!
You know, I wasn't
No,
kidding
no,
when
like, I
said,
lost control there. Like, it just started plummeting.
I'm sure it did.
On the bright side, I always make sure I have enough money to replace the ship if it gets destroyed.
You never fail to disappoint me.
No, legitimately, I lost control there. Like, it just started plummeting. Like, I wasn't doing anything wrong there.
Have you had alcohol tonight, sir?
No. Although I kind of want to go get my butt ship and get drunk and fly around one day and see what happens.
I wasn't driving there. It was this guy.
Because I do have a spare ship in storage.
His cobwebs. And a rat.
Yeah, like, this place is a shipyard, right?
You were too drunk. You tried to name it Squeaky, but you named it Squawky instead.
Let's see. Shipyard.
I would have liked that after the crash, they added another scar going down your other eye.
Storage. Well, what? I don't have them? Did I sell it? I don't remember this. Check the galaxy map real quick. Unless I'm, like, way out of range. Yeah, there it is. It's in Shinigami. God damn it. I want Shinigami.
I believe it's Shinigami.
Yeah. My Imperial Eagle's there. It must be because I'm not close by. I can't, like, request it.
Excuse me, chauffeur. Bring me my ship.
But, dear God, now this stream has a new purpose. We need to find work.
Because we're broke as shit because you decided to crash our ship.
Yes, because if we crash the ship again, we lose.
You have no respect for the Kitty Gumbo.
Can I get out of this menu now, please? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm really sad that happened. That was a lot of money. That was like $500,000 right down the tube.
I guess I do have a topic we can discuss while you're busy trying to make us not broke anymore.
The ineptitude of my ship flying.
What is the funniest thing you've seen today? Seen or heard?
Funny you should mention that, because I saw something that really cracked me up. It was something really fucking dumb, too. I was
sure.
I was on M, the mecha board on 4chan. And I go, like, it's the only thing I ever do on 4chan anymore, because fuck anything else on 4chan. Scrolling through, and there was a thread about, like, what if Dozel Zabi survived the 1-year war? Now, if you don't remember who Dozel Zabi was, he's the guy who piloted the Big Zom.
Oh, Big Zom.
The big dude with the scar on his face.
I remember. I played enough Gunpowder Assault. I've done that boss battle at least 10 times.
But what if he survived the 1-year war, and then somebody, like down towards the middle of the thread, somebody posted a picture of him with his face like really shittily photoshopped to be green, and it said he would become a Zambi, and like it was spelled like ZAM, like it's in Big Zom. And for some reason, that fucking tore me up. I was in stitches, and it didn't help that while I was laughing about that, Becca pulled out her phone and started playing the Dickables video from like the Dr. Tran stuff.
Oh, he is on. Hickam
So I was stuck in this like weird sandwich of shit that was making me laugh. Like in one direction I had Becca with the freaking Dickables, and if I turned around to go back to the computer, this image was on the screen. This stupid. He looked like a Scooby Doo monster. It was fucking stupid.
That's pretty good.
Like later on, when we're not live, I will go. I am moved slow enough where I can go find that thread again, and I'll send you that picture.
I'd love to see it.
It's really dumb. Like it's not that funny, but for some reason it got me.
Yeah. Sorry. I've seen 3 things today that made me bust out laughing. 2 new, 1 old. First thing I saw today was a news article of police that caught a pigeon with 200 ecstasy pills hidden in its back.
What?
It's just like a pigeon that someone like strapped like a little knapsack sort of thing to. That just was the little knapsack was full of ecstasy.
Weird.
And it just made me laugh because like pigeons are dumb as shit, right? Like why would you trust a pigeon to make sure? Like it's not like this was like a dove or something, or like a smart bird, like I don't know.
Well, we got some work, but it's not going to yield a ton of money at the moment. Not enough to replace the ship again if it blows up. But it's a start. I'm kind of sad. Ever since when we came here last time during the after the Maya stream that we did before this expansion came out, there was so much good work here. Like I made a whole bunch of money before I ended up leaving.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about you now. What have you done for me lately? It's all about the bling bling.
Well, there's a lot of mining jobs, and we're not equipped to do mining jobs. Like, we need a mining laser and a refinery, and I don't feel like replacing that many modules.
So, the second thing that killed me today was a video of a, you know, like the hibachi restaurants.
Okay, this is going to be good.
Like the crazy like showmanship that the chefs use and stuff. It was a video of a pretty talented, I don't know if they have like a special name, but I'm just gonna call him hibachi chef. The hibachi chef doing his hibachi cooking on a regular table.
Okay.
And they dubbed in really sad music, and like every time he did something really cool, it just cut to like this shot of him like looking really sad, looking down. So like
what? This is getting odd.
So like he does like the whole like, you know, like egg tossing thing, and there's just like sad like piano music in the background, and then he like cracks the egg, but because it's like on a regular like table, nothing happens. And then it just cuts to this shot of him just like kind of looking down with like this like mopey face. And then one of like the traditional like tricks is they like cut the tail off the shrimp and then toss it into their pocket. So while he's doing that, he's tossing the shrimp tails into his pocket, and then he just tosses a shrimp, like if you were to toss it to like one of the people sitting at the table for like, try the shrimp. Look at my amazing skill. But there's no one there, so it just lands on the ground.
So there's another thing Becca showed me. It's this gif of like a sea lion like swimming up to a dock and just grabbing a little girl and pulling her into the water.
Oh yeah, I see. That thing is like
But
a
somebody
week
took-
old now in internet time.
But somebody took that gif and animated Pedo Bear over the sea lion like almost perfectly. So it just looks like Pedo Bear leaps up out of the water and snatches this poor girl. And I hadn't seen that yet, probably because I've been my Facebook has been deactivated for a week. So holy shit, there are 45 objects in this system.
Let's see how many we can crash into.
Shut your face. Once again, not my fault. The ship just just got sucked into the ground.
It's not my fault, officer. The tree must be magnetic.
Oh shit. Oh cool, we're gonna go to a hollowed out asteroid.
We're going to crash into a whole lot of asteroid.
Fuck you.
Why are we out here right now? Well, someone decided to crash into a purple planet.
Oh my god, if you're my shipboard computer, I'm going to jettison your module into space.
You already did by crashing me in.
Yeah, but then fucking you're covered. You're mandatory from the insurance company, so they automatically reinstalled you into the ship, like fucking like all that shit that comes pre-installed in an HP computer.
I have control over your during emergency only helmet. Don't make me mess with you.
My emergency only helmet.
You're just sitting there like trying to fly towards something. It's your.
Just the visor keeps going up and down. It's like, you motherfucker.
Every time the visor goes down, there's like music playing. So you're just like sitting here and like
Every time the visor goes down, Sandstorm by Darude plays. There's like little lights flash all inside, like little LED lights flash inside the visor. That's why I crashed, because you activated that stupid fucking visor shit.
Sandstorm's overplayed. I prefer the Epic Saxman. You're just flying in the dead of silence, and then as the visor's going down, you hear dun, 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 and then like the LEDs kick in whenever that ends. It's like bah, 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 and then it just goes slowly back up, and it just fades away, and you're just like.
And then during emergencies, it plays smooth jazz. What's my mission critical message? Oh,
Well,
yeah, sure. Seeing as I'm right here, that shouldn't be a problem. They want me to get it there earlier.
2 minutes? I can crash this thing in 30 seconds.
See you in 5.
We're going in.
I'm actually kind of excited because I've never landed on one of these before. I've never even seen one yet.
Not God, chicken.
Not even your smug ass can ruin this. Like, oh, that's actually really cool looking. Look at that.
Oh, we're about to enter that.
Oh, wait. I didn't slow down for autodock. I thought autodock was active. There we go. So I played on multiplayer a while back. I actually had to wait in line to dock at a place.
How'd that work?
I sat there listening to fucking ballet for about 10 minutes.
Do 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 do. Boop boop. Boop boop.
But it was kind of cool. It gave it like a more, like, as annoying as it was to sit there and wait for 10 minutes, it kind of had like a really cool, like, wow, this actually makes it feel a little real. Oh, that's sweet. Look at that.
It's like on the inside of a bowel. And that is the shit-stained walls. It's majestic.
This is pretty freaking cool. I really like
Commence
this.
tugging.
Stop. Have them uninstall you.
They can't. I'm the reason people care.
Okay. Starport services. Mission board. There we go. Alright. There we go. Sweet. Got a little bit extra money for getting it early. Oh, and we got a bunch of courier jobs that we can do. That's sweet. Try to find something. I could just suck up all these courier jobs and make a ton of money off of that. Oh, great. 1 damaged escape pod. No, I don't want to do anything that'll put us in danger. Boom time delivery of 21 units of bio-waste?
Oh, yeah. This really is...
So... We're going to deliver 21 tanks of poo-poo to
just like you're flying.
V711 Tari. Oh, this is all the way back into this is all the way back into civilized space.
How much do they pay?
A lot, like almost $1 million.
Oh, looks like we're transporting poop for the next hour.
Like, yeah, it looks like we're hauling some poo-poo.
All right, I'll think of some good conversation.
Oh, shit, I'll haul that poo-poo for $1 million. Damn. Let's see if I could sell some universal cartographics. Not yet. Oh, but when we get to a system where we could sell the data from the system we're currently in, that's going to be like over 100,000 on its own. That's going to be pretty nice. Alright then. Looks like we saw hauling some poo-poo.
Sounds good to me. I got the perfect topic.
Alright, let's launch.
Prepping lunch. Would you like turkey or ham?
It better not be the bio-waste. It's valuable
No
cargo.
promises. There's just like one person on this planet that we're transferring it to that's just like waiting for his 21 gallons of poop so he can roll around in it for sexual pleasure.
I was about to say, what if this is like for some like really eccentric like millionaires scat fetish?
I imagine scat fetish becomes a lot easier if you have a lot of money.
You can import people's poo from across the stars.
You made poop sound really romantic there.
They import people's poo from across the stars. Alright, so it's 16 jumps to our destination.
Ugh. Alright.
Well. Alright, so away we go. I like playing this at night in a dark room, like with my glowing keyboard and stuff. Like, it's real immersive.
This would be a lot better for me if my side screen wasn't on, because then it would be like a mostly black screen in front of me, and like April turned out the lights. But like since I have my side screen on, it's just like I have this constant white light coming into the right side of or the left side of my vision. But it is really relaxing to look at the starry sky as we fly through on our poop-driven mission. Wait, when they say bio-waste, at what point does a human body become bio-waste? Are we transporting dead bodies?
Oh, damn, we might be transporting dead bodies.
Interesting.
Here, let me scooch this back just a little bit. Woo! There. I just sent you what it's currently like in front of my face at the moment.
Alright.
Alright, next jump. I was gonna say, what if we're transporting dead bodies to a necrophiliac?
He's waited for 16 jumps for him to slowly caress the rotting flesh that we have stored in our cargo.
It's his dead grandmother cut into 21 pieces.
Is that like the new like 21 Pilots cover band?
21 pieces
21 Pieces.
of grandma. Woo!
Grandma got run over by a reindeer, chopped up and then shoved in 21 barrels.
Okay, so me and Becca have entered into this weird back and forth. I figure will make for good conversation. Where we just watched. I told you I talked about it on the stream before, but me and her just finished watching The Vision of Escaflowne, and we really like this one character named Dylan Dow, who is just this horrible psychopath, and but like in a good way, and he was like really amusing. He was like basically the only amusing character in the entire show. But because of like his weird backstory about how he's actually a girl and like he can morph back into her, and like when he morphs back into the girl, if she gets upset, she'll turn back into Dylan Dow. It's fucking weird. But me and her one day were talking, and it's just like, I bet there's some really cringy AMVs and fan fiction of Dylan Dow out there. And so me and Becca have been going back and forth trying to find the weirdest Dylan Dow AMV on YouTube right now. So far, I'm in the lead with strangely enough an AMV of him to "The Night Santa Went Crazy" by Weird Al Yankovic.
You fucking weeaboos are the weirdest thing in the world.
I'll admit, back in the day, I used to be real into AMVs. I find most of them to be really horrible and cringy now.
They did not age well, no.
Although
Like, the ones that are trying to be serious didn't age well.
there are still a few good ones out there. Like there's this one of there's this one of Evangelion, and it uses this live recording of Bohemian Rhapsody, and I still think it holds up. This coming from a person who has an AMV that has 4,000 views.
Ooh, internet famous.
No, it's just I made like the
Big dick walking everywhere with his 4,000 views. Like,
Hold
look
the
at
fuck-
me.
hold the
I could
fuck
probably
on.
have.
Hold the fuck on, because I'm not happy about that. Okay,
I could probably have sex with like the ugliest Princess Leia at any Comic Con.
I am in no way bragging about these 4,000 views. It's just I slapped it together like really hastily, and I was just bored one day.
Oh, I remember.
And it's an Armored Core AMV,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't even think it's that good, to be perfectly honest. And I was just like, fuck it, I'll just put it on YouTube, because why the fuck not?
That was back whenever YouTube was new budding experience.
What the shit? Okay.
Did
I
you
guess-
forget the refuel?
No, we have fuel. It's just, for some reason, it's giving me that shit. I guess we gotta recalculate.
Do you want to sleep with 4,000 views of penis?
Alright, let's try the economical route. There we go. Oh!
Ever going?
We're gonna have to switch that back soon, because that just upped it to 32 jumps.
That's gonna be my porn name. 4,000 views of penis.
But yeah, I'm like not happy that that video got 4,000 views, because like it's not that good. Like, I think if you search for a while, if you searched Armored Core AMV, it showed up on the front page, like on the first page. Going to check.
Yeah, it's still on the front page.
You know which one it is, right?
Well, I'm gonna guess that it's the one uploaded by Adamus Conteres.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's the 5th one.
Huh. What's its view count out? I haven't looked at it recently.
4,936.
Holy shit, I'm about to hit 5K. Hot damn.
You have 20 likes and zero dislikes. You have a comment as recent of 10 months ago. Don't ever stop.
Oh yeah, that one. That one, that one was interesting. It was just like, okay.
1 year ago. Darn good job.
I know I replied to one of them.
I can see.
Yeah, because they asked me how I got the clips, and I just ripped them off of Armored Core Nexus correctly. I mean, it's just kind of surprising to me because I didn't think something I made and put on YouTube would get that many views. Like, it makes me kind of pissed because I feel like we put more work into our Let's Plays and shit, and they don't get anywhere near as many views as that thing.
It's funny you mention that. There's a lot of algorithm that goes into how you get content to show up on things, but unless we're playing a game that literally no one has ever played, it's impossible to get any exposure on YouTube.
Yeah, out of all the streams we've uploaded, take a guess at which one's like out of all the streams we've been doing since I started uploading them to YouTube, take a guess at which one has the most views.
I'm gonna guess. Now I gotta
without going
think.
and looking.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna go look. That ruins the whole fun of it. But now I have to think back at like everything we've streamed and got put on YouTube. I'm gonna guess it's not any of the Fallout 4 stuff.
Okay, I'll give you that. It's not the Fallout 4 stuff.
Is it Badoom?
No. It's something we did a long time ago.
A long time ago. Is it like one of the old?
But it immediately started getting views as soon as we uploaded it.
Is it one of the old Gundam ones we did like a year ago?
No, because the first video I uploaded was the Journey to Maya, so it's everything after Journey to Maya.
Is it the Zoids one?
No.
Really? Okay.
I'll give you
I don't
one
know
more
then.
guess.
Oh fuck. So if it's not Resident 4, it's not Badoom, or not Resident. I meant Fallout 4. Fuck it. Is it one of the Resident Evil 4 streams?
Close. It's the first-person Code Veronica video. I think it's at like 20 views.
Nice.
Which is depressingly low, but
Yeah, I mean we have no exposure. We're not trying to like market ourselves. I've been thinking about talking to my old roommate about working on a theme song, and I'll put together like a little intro title card animation thing.
that would be nice. One thing I was actually personally considering just for like a banner on like the YouTube and Twitch channels, I was thinking about commissioning one of my friends who does art to actually like do like a little caricature of us.
That's one thing you can do. You just gotta remember to pay them.
Well, yeah, that was the idea.
Yeah.
But
I just know a bunch of people that like try to bum off of their artistic friends. I've
no.
heard plenty
No.
of stories of it.
not me. Like if
I don't condone that at all.
All right. I switched back off of economical routes. Hopefully, we can get there now. But I had the idea of like it being like me in a chair playing a game with like a weird like kind of like dumb focused look on my face, and you standing behind me like with your hand out like yelling at something. That, like the implication would be that you're yelling at the game we're playing.
I feel like that, or I'd want you in like a little schoolboy outfit and me in like a fatherly outfit with like a pipe with my hand on your shoulder.
That'd be so weird and perfect. Okay, I think I'll tell that to Becca. She might just draw it on her own. Oh shit, it looks like there's a hand coming out of that star. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Like, I only caught that for like the last second.
It was reaching out for your soul.
It's like that one really shitty episode of Doctor Who where the star was alive and it was possessing people.
So I have a question. You said earlier that the character had the ability to change gender, right?
Okay,
whenever it was like particularly upset or whenever.
here's how it worked. This particular character was like a kid. Was like one of the other characters' sister, and she was kidnapped a long time ago. And the Empire experimented on her, and for some reason, that experimentation turned her into a dude. And as a dude, she was like a total psychopath and like the ultimate warrior, basically. And it's not revealed until way later in the show that he is actually a she. And I think it was just kind of like because the show was canceled and they had to like wrap things up really quickly. So I think they were just like, she's Dylan Dow. They had no idea what to do with that plot thread.
You are really shitty on selling people on watching this show. By the way,
no, legit, it wasn't that great. It had some cool mecha design, and like the concept of it's worth watching just for the concept of the idea of it's a mecha anime in a fantasy setting.
it's worth watching like the first couple episodes, but don't really get too into it.
Actually, yeah, that's about it. Because the first couple episodes are great. Like they set a really good tone. That one has a hand too.
They're all reaching out for you with their solar flares.
But like the first few episodes set up really well, and then it gets really weird. Like every time something major is about to happen, the main character girl runs in and starts whining about her feelings, and like the main bad guys have a machine that's specifically designed to give people boners.
All right, my question for you is this: $1 million, but every time you fart, you change gender.
No.
Really? You wouldn't want that?
Becca would have way too much fun with that.
$1 million. All you have to do is just like,
Is this
fart.
forever? Like, is this for life?
Yeah.
No.
What if it was $1 million every year?
No.
You are so wrong on that one. I would take it in a heartbeat.
Now it depends. Is this like a gentle transformation, or is there like a lot of body horror involved?
No, just like fart, you're a girl. Fart, you're a guy. Yeah. Like, no pain, no problems. Just like you turn into the female you. Which probably isn't too different than the male you, but just
Now here's the thing. If you could be a girl for a day, would you do it?
well, you just hope you fart at the right time of month now, April, don't you? You just mean like straight up someone comes to me and says, tomorrow you can be a girl for 24 hours and that's it?
Yeah, just to see what it's like, essentially.
There's the really simple answer, and then there's like the realistic answer. The simple answer is, yeah, I get to look at boobs all day. The real answer is,
They're your boobs.
nah, I'd be bored.
Hey, you get to feel what it's like to have a vajay for a day.
I don't think having a vajay is that interesting. I'm quite happy with my penis. Like, there's nothing the vajay can do that I care about at this point.
Savage.
If I wanted to sit around and masturbate all day, I'll just sit around and masturbate all day. I don't need some weird guy to drug me up and give me a vagina.
What do you imagine this guy looking like?
Hello, poop.
A little poop?
Oh no, just someone in chat said hi.
Oh. Hi, person in chat that I can't see. Because this game is full screen and I don't have two monitors because I'm a scrub.
Yeah, we really need to fix that someday. I'm in talks to get a third monitor.
Oh,
Meanwhile, you're stuck with just one. Yeah, I have 5 monitors in my house right now. 7 if you count my 2 TVs.
Okay,
but
I need to find a place to land. Because we need gas.
Yeah, quote unquote in talks.
In talks.
It's like the potential Christmas gift. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let's... No.
It's not so much about saving $20 a week. It's about paying off our our debts to society.
That's where we are. Okay.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Hey, when the galaxy map fucks me up like that.
So where exactly are we going again?
Somewhere where I can land and get some fucking gas.
After that, where are we taking this poop to?
Some fucking dickbag wants it. I don't know.
Well, chat's asking. Why don't you figure it out?
Oh, Boomta to V711 Tari. We are delivering 21 units of poo-poo.
And/or bodily parts.
Dead bodies.
You know, this is my favorite one. This is my favorite $1 million butt question.
Okay.
$1 million, but for the rest of your life, you are invulnerable. You cannot die. You cannot die to old age. You cannot die to hitting the sun full impact. The only way you can die is that there is a snail that is also invulnerable, that also cannot die. If that snail touches you, you both die. And his mission, his goal in life, is to touch you.
What?
And no matter where you go, this snail will find a way to follow you. But it's just a snail, right? Like, it's not a big deal.
I'm
It's a
gonna
snail.
invest in a fucking shotgun or some shit, or like a sledgehammer.
It can't die. It's impervious.
Oh, sure. Or golf club, so I can just hit it away. This is good. Everybody will wonder why I have a golf club with me at all times.
There isn't a specific distance that the snails start away, but you get, like, the snail's not immediately at your feet whenever you get this invulnerability. You probably get like and it moves like normal snail. Like, think about how a snail
Catch it
moves.
and put it in a box, because it's a snail and it can't fucking get out.
But I mean, the snail might have some ways. The snail is essentially a god. You have a god snail coming.
But it's
after
still
you.
a snail. It's basically a rock that moves at this point.
But it will, no matter what you do to it, it will always find a way to, like, keep coming after you. Do you take it? $1 million, but there's always the chance that if you not pay attention long enough.
Here's the other thing. I don't want to be fucking immortal.
Well, then you just let the snail touch you. I think being immortal is fine.
Yeah, so you can watch everybody you know and love wither and die.
Oh, but that's why you make new people that you know and love die.
It's so simple, isn't it?
We are flat broke, chat. So you missed this.
Yeah, I have a shiny new Asp Explorer that I dumped a little bit of money in. I had just enough money to survive us having to buy a new ship if something bad happens. Then I went to go land on a planet somewhere near Maya, and for some reason my ship just decided to plummet like a rock and it blew up. So now we need to make money.
So that's why we're delivering poop across the universe.
Because if something happens to this ship, I can't replace it. I have an Imperial Eagle docked somewhere in Imperial space, but it's no Asp Explorer, so I would like to feel safe again. Also, we're on solo play, because fuck open play. I don't feel like getting killed by some dickbag who wants to make a funny YouTube video.
Or just steal your shit, take your money, maybe have a bounty on you. Maybe he's the snail flying through space.
I have a bounty on me for 100 credits right now. It's the snail. the USS Escargot. Also, Nick named our ship, and he named it the Titty Gumbo.
It's not what I named it. It's what the universe named it.
Okay.
There's only there's a finite amount of things in this universe that are, and the Titty Gumbo are.
What even? This. You are the worst shipboard computer on the face of the in the entire galaxy.
Technically.
Oh, come on.
We
What's this place
crashed.
denying my docking request? Yeah.
Technically, we crashed, so this is actually Cock Jambalaya.
Really? I can't land here?
They're not down with the Cock Jambalaya. That is also a pretty good porno name.
Cock
4,000 4,000 views of penis and Cock Jambalaya.
We finally got somebody watching one of our Elite Dangerous streams. You're talking about dicks.
That's how you get the views.
Could have been last stream where we were like having an actual like interesting conversation about movies and film history.
And weird unexplained occurrences.
Well, that was more the what's it called?
Yeah.
The Unreal stream. Well, I can see what's in this system, so let's have a look. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're gonna see if I can warp to that place and go fuel up there. No.
Man, you used up a lot of fuel already. I kind of lost track of how long we've been flying now at this point.
Well, we haven't been flying that long. It's just because we did fastest routes, it sucked up a lot of fuel, but that's why we were able to do like 17 jumps. There we go.
Hostile flower.
I was really happy I found that alien wreckage last night, though. That was something interesting. I mean, I was expecting a little more out of it, like maybe some weird like radio signals coming off of it or some crap like that. Like it was really just a static set piece that looked cool, but I don't know. I was kind of happy I was kind of happy to actually find something for once.
Space is a lonely place. One day you're shipping poop across the universe, and the next you're looking at
Space butthole buried in the half buried in the ground. I mean, come on, let's face it. The center of that wreckage looked like a butthole.
Man, you have. I hate to tell you this. You may not quite know what a butthole looks like.
It's just,
You need to brush up on your research, my
all
child.
buttholes look like mine.
That's the new trending hashtag on Twitter. Not all buttholes.
I like how we're playing this like vast, wondrous, open space game that's like actually actually has some grounds in real science and like actual astronomical data. It's all deep and explorative, and we're just talking about buttholes and dicks and.
Dude, it's all about the lowest common denominator.
Well, as far as you haven't any jokes about my Discovery scanner being abbreviated to D scanner.
Well, it's because I focus on the high brow of the low denominator.
Oh yeah,
Like,
with all your dick and vagina jokes you just made.
I didn't make any dick and vagina jokes. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Hey man, cock jambalaya is not referring to any sort of body part. The only body part it's referring to is the specific breast of a rooster. Rooster jambalaya.
Okay.
That's a lot of syllables.
All right.
I can't wait to watch you crash into this thing.
Oh, you shut your whore mouth. I'm gonna turn this asp around and take us back to Maya.
You don't have the fuel to do it.
Shut up! Yes, I do. I will
You don't
in a
have the
minute.
credits. What if you don't have enough credits to refuel?
I do have enough credits to refuel. It doesn't take that much to refuel, Nick. For some reason, my... Holy shit! There's a place in here called Hoshi City.
Oh.
So you go on and bring on your sad Hoshi jokes. I know you want to make them.
I'm resisting. Because apparently I am one to make the awful jokes around here.
Well, I mean, you did spend an entire episode of our Parasite Eve 2 Let's Play making pirate jokes.
That's our most viewed Parasite Eve episode.
Really?
Thank you. Yeah. I may have watched it a couple times. I don't know if it is.
Okay. Whee! I love the autodock. It's so like I mainly because I don't have to worry about like slamming the ship into the side of a space dock, but I don't know. There's something amusing about my ship just suddenly deciding to land itself and playing ballet music in my ear. Did I ever tell you about the time I had autodock like absolutely crit fail on me?
I remember you talking about it before on stream. Why don't you retell the story while I am clearly listening, just not responding, and I'm totally not getting a new bottle of water.
Well, I had autodock absolutely critically fail on me one time. Like, everything was normal. I requested docking. I actually set down my controller, so I didn't bump anything to cause this to happen. But autodock was docking my ship. I looked away to say something to my girlfriend. I looked back, and I realized autodock is not flying towards the entrance of the dock. Instead, it's flying towards the side of the dock. And I reach out to grab my controller just in time for it to slam off the side of the dock and destroy my ship. So, that happened. I was pretty salty. There we go. Huh. I always make it a point to have a browse of the shipyard every time I'm in a new space dock. Yeah, interesting. Let's get some repairs. Alright, and we're back on track. By the way, chat, if you're saying anything right now, I apologize if I can't see, if I'm not responding, because honestly, that's why Nick's here, so I can see what people are saying. Well, so I can hear what people are saying. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Fucking orca! No, no, no. Okay. Alright. That was annoying. Okay, that was really annoying. Okay. Fucking, I don't know if there's an orca or beluga. One of the big fat fucking ships that'll probably never fly.
Oh man, that was such an interesting story.
Yeah, you missed me almost breaking the ship.
You know,
Once again, it's not my fault.
I don't have to be there to believe.
No, legitimately, it wasn't my fault. Like, I was leaving the space dock, and just as I like reached the entranceway, a friggin' orca, this big ass space cruise liner, just came flying through the dock, and I had to like I had to like bank upward to avoid it, and it bumped into me as it came through. And it damaged the ship 10%, and it knocked off our shields completely. There we go. But we're refueled and we're back on track. As soon as I round the other end of the station, we'll make the next jump. Any activity in chat since you've been left? Since you left?
Yeah, there's actually like a huge communist propaganda going on in the chat right now.
Fucking face.
30,000 are screaming for the fall of the bourgeoisie.
Let them eat cake. Alright, and... Oh, we're still mass locked. There we go. And away we go. 4 jumps to go, and we'll have successfully delivered our poo-poo. Maybe this is why our minds are in the gutter, because we're literally delivering shit.
That is a possibility.
I'll feel a lot better, though, once this poo-poo is not in our ship anymore, because we'll have money to replace the ship if something bad happens, and there won't be poo-poo in my fucking ship anymore. Make for interesting conversation. This is why I keep you around. Say stuff.
Why you keep me around?
You keep me around because I play the games.
What you do is not considered playing. Have you ever heard of the infinite monkey theorem?
No, but I imagine you're going to tell me now.
Yeah. It's the theory that an infinite number of monkeys in a room with an infinite number of typewriters and an infinite number of possibilities and universes where there are these infinite number of monkeys and typewriters.
Ugh.
You have an infinite amount. That means at least one of these monkeys will be able to type Shakespeare.
Okay.
You are the monkey that is just somehow getting really close to typing Shakespeare. But then you fling poop all over the keys. Now that is...
Thank you. I'm glad you think so highly of me. So who's the person in our chat? Is a newcomer? Or somebody who's been here before?
I've never heard of poop 123369 before, so...
They actually called poop?
Yeah.
What is with the shit theme tonight?
I mean, you kind of crashed the thing. You're a piece of shit. We're carrying
poop.
shit. The stream is shit. Our chat is shit.
Oh, don't say... Well, I guess chat is shit since their name is poop, but... Oh,
Everything is a nightmare.
As the night has been progressing, I am getting weirdly, like, mucusy and sneezy. I've had to cut my mic multiple times so I could blow my nose.
You just continually ruin everything.
I wish I had some Benadryl or something. Well, welcome to the to the system that really wants shit. Collins Station. Huh. We're delivering poop to the distant ancestors of Phil Collins. It's a damn shame he broke another Genesis.
That was a really topical reference. What, that video came out in 2007?
That's some deep internet now.
Here's a fun thing. I want you to dig deep into your brain and find the most obscure internet thing you can think of that you haven't thought of in like forever. Tell me what it is.
The you done goofed guy.
Man. He's probably dead now.
He is dead. Like, not too long after that happened, he had a heart attack and died.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I bet everyone's probably dead now. Everyone involved in that entire story is dead now.
Even the girl.
All of them. If they aren't, I'll make sure it happens. Commence tugging.
Just stop it. Alright, so now you do that. Pull out some learned internet reference from the good old days.
Ugh. Good lord. Oh, fuck. I'm like trying to dig real deep back, see if I can like trigger something.
Saying shit was cash.
That's really old. I wonder if there's someone out there that still thinks that people say that.
What about the game?
Game ended like 2009. We're talking.
The game was fun though. I had fun with it.
It's just a modified version of the fingering.
Alright, Collin Station. We come bearing gifts. The gift of poo. Alright, how about this? The oldest internet thing you can think of that is not in any way associated with 4chan.
Anyway related?
Or at least not heavily related to 4chan. Like, it could have showed up on 4chan, but it didn't. But it couldn't have originated there. Ah, so this is a agricultural station. They probably want the bio-waste for fertilizer, or that's just a likely excuse.
I mean, 21 Barrel is like...
This is I'm still convinced this is someone's poo-poo fetish that we've just catered to.
I'm just gonna start saying things, and I wanna see how... I'm gonna see how profound I can get or how stupid I can get. Slowly but surely.
Alright, so this is going to de-evolve into madness very quickly. And yeah, this might be a British game, because look at the date format on Galnet.
That's what I think so, because the time listed as 4 hours ahead of us, which I think is roughly... That's like roughly UK? Yeah, it is UK.
Alright, and the bio-waste has been... You really are a shining example, Commander Adamus Kentaurius. With successes like these, we can maximize our potential during this time of economic boom. And I can slather myself in the human waste of others.
Dumb thing that came to my mind, number one. It shouldn't be necessary to ever book an appointment with a psychic.
Okay. Agricultural supply run. Looks like we're gonna be able to find some decent work out here too.
My second blast of wisdom / rant about how young people have it easy these days. Young people have it so easy these days. They never had to jerk it off to Girls Gone Wild infomercials. They don't know what they have.
You jerked off to a Girls Gone Wild infomercial?
And we liked it.
You did it?
Probably at least once. I don't really remember.
Yeah, I just stole porn off my dad.
I never had that luxury.
He didn't hide it very well. It's almost like he wanted me to find it. Maybe he was trying to tell me something.
It was all father-son stuff. Looking back, it never really.
So we're gonna talk about a porno I stole from him. One time. It deeply disturbed me. I may have told you this story before, but I feel it's time we told it on this stream.
I just turned around and my girlfriend's angrily shaking her fist at me.
Why?
I don't know. She doesn't like it when I talk about things I jerked off to. So, bring it. Let's do this.
Alright, so I found this porno called Meat Man.
Meat Man.
Meat Man.
No.
And it was starring this totally not Ron Jeremy looking motherfucker. He was like a taller, lankier version of Ron Jeremy. It was hard to explain.
We'll just call him John Raremy.
John Raremy, yeah, okay. We'll call him... No, he was the Meat Man, because he referred to himself in the porno as the Meat Man. We will refer to him by his proper title. What good is a title if you don't use it? Every scene this man was in would involve some kind of meat. And I'm not talking about human meat. I'm talking about... He opened up a pack of ground meat fresh from the local grocery store and started rubbing it all over a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And there was another scene where it wasn't bad. It was two girls in a hot tub, and every now and then it would cut to him in a bush jerking off with a liver.
Please continue. I'm excited to see where this ends.
No, I think my mind like suppressed the rest because I can't remember too much else. Like those are the two notable examples. Oh, and after he rubbed the ground meat all over the girl, he started banging her and saying like, "Meat Man's gonna deliver your meat."
Stoop kids afraid to leave a stoop.
I mean, stoop kid's gonna leave a stoop, and Meat Man's gonna deliver your meat. But yeah, that is probably one of the most disturbing porno experiences I've ever seen.
I saw a man shove his head inside a girl.
Wasn't that fake?
No, it was real. Well, I mean, it was a real video. I don't know if it was fake or not.
Yeah, but yeah, I could have sworn I heard something after the fact that video was faked. But it wasn't disturbing just because it was... Like I guess somebody rubbing ground meat all over somebody else isn't exactly that strange. It's... I don't know, for some reason anything involving food gets me.
You fat bastard.
No,
Of course.
no, not in the opposite direction, you asshole. As in, like, it grosses me out. Like, it's like, no, stop incorporating food in porno. Those are two separate things. Why have you done this?
Oh my goodness, that twink needs to be inside you. Don't stop.
Ah, motherfuck.
Oh yeah.
Be nice if I didn't do that. Well, now I gotta wait for the frame shifter to cool off.
I got another.
The ship got too hot from all that talk of porno, and it dropped out forward. I wish I could just jettison my SRV for funsies.
Scotch aged 12 years sounds a lot better than Scotch from 2005.
Yeah. 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 Hmm. 2005 was 12 years ago. Fuck, man, I feel old.
We're closer to 2030 than we are 2000.
You shut your mouth. Okay, so you have any more profound and interesting topics to discuss? Well, we've pretty much discussed pretty much every low bar thing we could come up with.
I wish I was fat. It was the first time I thought I was fat.
What?
I wish I was as fat as the first time I thought I was fat.
Yeah, that's fair. Me too.
This is one my friend sent me a while back, and I actually really enjoy it. If your username is John68, I assume you're just like an old guy that doesn't have any creativity. But if your username is John69, I assume that you're a 12-year-old that has zero creativity.
Ah. Okay, so now, what the hell are we even delivering? I didn't even look. Oh, 18 units of water. So we delivered poo and we're given water.
It's the circle of life.
Ah. Anything else interesting happening in chat? Did they overthrow the bourgeoisie?
No, nothing. Nothing really.
Poop left us. Well, yeah, we left him at the last station.
Saying uh-huh in a phone conversation with my mom is like mashing buttons to speed up an NPC conversation in video games.
Ah, that's me in every conversation with somebody that I'm not comfortable talking with. Which happens a lot because I'm not comfortable with talking to people because I'm afraid they'll wound me.
What's scarier? A million 10-pound spiders or 10 million pound spiders?
The 10 million pound spider? No, well, the million pound spiders, they probably wouldn't even be able to stand on the planet. They'd be like in orbit. Have like their own gravity and shit. Well, a million pounds, no, that's not that. For some reason I was thinking a million tons. I'll say the 10. No, the million 1 pound spiders. Because at least they're still small enough to be like at that point they're probably just like Goliath bird eaters, and they're probably just more afraid of you than you are of them.
That thing that just popped in my head reminds me of the I don't know if it's actually a quote from him, but have you ever seen the quote that's been attributed, and I'm using air quotes, to Channing Tatum as would spiders be scarier if they were the size of a cat?
Well, yeah, because they'd all be fuck huge.
Yeah, but like there's less of a chance of them getting into your house.
Yeah, but when they do get in your house, you're going to scream like a little girl and run. It's gonna be like a bear got in your house. All right, we just made a bunch of money. We're back in the safe zone. We're well above the safe zone, actually. Like, it wouldn't take much to get back into the safe zone if something... Actually, no, yeah, we are... I think about double the safe zone. All right, Phil for a minute, because I'm gonna go run to the bathroom and shit. Okay.
Sounds good.
Might change into some more comfortable clothes. 'Cause I'm still wearing like my jeans and shit. I'm gonna get comfy.
Taking off all my clothes. All by myself. While Drew is looking at porn on stream. Meanwhile, Poop is having a heart attack.
Can you see it?
Yes. It looks like the like, you know how for every Disney movie that gets put out, there's always like a shitty like Chinese knockoff film that's like $2 at Walmart. That looks like the knockoff of Daft Punk's Interstellar 555.
Really? Because to me, it looks like he looks like a Scooby Doo monster. Right, I'll be back. I just wanted to pull that up real quick for you.
Filling time while you waste your time upstairs. I'm right here, just filling time, not doing anything. Just wasting time. Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope you all have been enjoying that riveting filler from Nick.
Riveting.
Give me just a second here. Let me adjust my headset.
I found another
All right, I'm back.
wonderful, provocative thought.
Okay.
I'm not scared of a computer passing the Turing test. I'm terrified of one that intentionally fails it.
Oh, that's actually kind of deep.
Bam! 1216. Deep.
Let's see what kind of ships we got here. Imagine I want to save up and get a keel back just to have as a secondary ship. So I actually really like my keelback. I like my Asp Explorer more, but the keelback was a lot of fun. I wonder if I can actually request... No, I can't. Oh, wait, ship transfer. Oh, it would take 25 minutes for my Imperial Eagle to get here.
So long.
Probably just fly there in less time. Alright, let's go to Universal Cartographics and see what we can sell. Wow! Dude! Look how much I'm about to get for all this astronomical data.
Bunch of money!
Dude, that's almost as much as we made on the poo job. Thank you, Elite Dangerous, for allowing me to use that sentence. I killed Nick. Thank you, Elite Dangerous. You have murdered my brother.
Poo job. Okay.
That was great. Thank you, Elite Dangerous, for that lovely moment. Alright, that's another job we can make a decent amount of money off of. Where's it at?
The scariest alien would be a vampire alien.
Why?
Telescopes work using mirrors.
Aw, shit.
In 2 minutes, we've said 3 relevant things.
Huh.
We're on a roll.
Alright. Got another, Oh, shit. Hello, Mr. Anaconda or Python or whichever large ship you are.
Do we got buns?
Got that buns, hon. Let's burn. Let's. Oh, I wasn't expecting him to turn like that. Holy shit. Oh, that almost got scary.
All clear. Watch your six, Commander.
Okay, because I was gonna hit the boost, and I was like, "Yeah, let's leave him in our dust." And then he turned, like right as my finger was on the boost button, it was like, "Oh!" Like my heart sunk a little. Ah. Also, I am good to keep this going if you are, like for a while.
Yeah, I don't think I really have anything going on.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow, so I don't give a shit. Though I kind of wish I cut the stream while I was away. So did you enjoy that picture of that shittily Photoshop picture of Dozel?
It was beautiful. It looked like the original animators spent 20 hours of their day reculling every nook and cranny of his scar-ridden face.
Like that had me laughing. That had me heartily laughing for at least 10 minutes. I try to reach to cut my mic every time I'm about to sneeze and I never make it. By the way, I got us another job for about $250,000.
Nice. Nice.
We made a lot of money really quick. Like we're up to almost $2 million from 20,000. Like we're at one mil 700,000. Like a little bit over. Oh, did I tell you I passed my math class?
No, you didn't. Congratulations.
It was a C, but I still passed.
Did you pass the rest of your classes?
Oh, yeah, I got A's in all those. They were my theater classes, so they were easy for me.
Okay. Nice. I live for these fucking late night Elite Dangerous sessions because I like just being alone in the living room with the light out, like just nothing but the glow from the monitor and my keyboard and my cooling fans. Even better when my shipboard computer is active. I have a question.
Okay.
What if tomorrow you wake up and nameless people, but they're the like world-renowned like leading brains of the scientific community,
Okay.
and they come out and they have irrefutable proof that the Earth is actually flat. How does your life change?
I lose a lot of faith in the scientific community. So I still wouldn't believe that the Earth is flat.
But like it's irrefutable, like proof beyond.
Like they got a shot. They got a picture from space of the Earth from its like thin side, and you just see a line with like water pouring off of it.
Yeah, they've got like documented proof, like, and no one's able to disprove
confirm,
it.
Not a Photoshop.
Confirm.
Well, I don't know. Fucking, I guess Tila Tequila was right after all.
I think I'd drop out of school. Because it's clear at this point in my life, nobody can teach me anything more that I need to know. Have you ever had like a moment like that in your life where there's something that there's no way, no fucking way it could be true, and it ends up being true, and all the like little dumb like screech monkeys are in your life, just like, oh, I knew I was right, screech, screech, screech.
I don't know. I don't deal with those situations well. It's like, yeah, I guess you were right, and just like drop it.
I was so right. I'd drop out of school and probably go become a hermit.
So, you become a Tibetan monk. Also, just to add on something we mentioned during one of our previous streams, you as a Tibetan monk, while your life is still being narrated by Sam Kinison, would still be the most amusing thing ever. Because now you have the hilarity of Sam Kinison narrating the life of a Tibetan monk.
Oh man, I went back and watched a couple of his specials recently. That dude said a lot of things that wouldn't be cool nowadays.
Oh, definitely not. No, hell no. Like, he's still funny, but Jesus Christ, this SJWs would be tearing at him.
Not even like SJWs. Like I felt uncomfortable. Like there was like he spent like 20 minutes talking about like all women want to do is like steal your soul and steal all your possessions, and destroy who you are and destroy everything you are. And the like women are the devil and stuff. And I was just like, man, boy was he fucking right.
He's sort of I'd say he's sort of the Jim Jeffries of his time.
I don't think Jim Jeffries has the balls to scream like such blatantly just
This is sexist shit.
yeah. If we're talking about comedians, you know who I can't watch anymore?
Who?
Louis C.K.
Really?
He once he got popular, he started trying way too hard to be George Carlin, and it just doesn't work anymore. It's just not funny to me anymore.
No, I still found I found his recent specials amusing still.
Like before, he used to actually have like jokes and punchlines, and then like the ones, not his most recent one, but the one that came out right before it, it was just like there wasn't even a punchline anymore. He was just being disgusting and just being as like dirty and just fucking awful as he could ever be, and it just like stopped being funny.
I mean, I definitely think he peaked at like I think Chewed Up was the one special that from him that's really good.
Yeah, it really feels like that he kind of hit this point where he got so popular. He's just like, well, how far can I push it? And not really for me at that point.
You know, a comedian I actually kind of have a hard time watching, just generally. Doug Benson, I think is his name.
I mean, if you aren't really into like stoner comedy, then
Yeah, I find him woefully unfunny.
I mean, the dude basically at this point, like 90% of his humor is just the fact that he is just high as shit on everything he does. Though he has a podcast he does, called like Doug with High Benson or something like that, or Getting Doug with High Benson, where he just brings on like celebrities and other comedians and stuff, and they just smoke pot and have a podcast. And I've watched a couple episodes because like I was interested in the people he was bringing on. I mean, he's like okay on that as like the podcast host, but as the person that's being like the lead entertainer of something, I think he's like, not so good. Mostly because I just don't think that like generic weed humor is the funniest thing in the world.
I think one of my favorite comedians, he's one of my favorites even though he is kind of a little hit and miss, Bill Burr. some like Bill Burr's one recent special was not great. Like like he's not that funny when he tries to do political comedy. Like when he's just doing general, just like anecdotes and just him going on weird rants about shit. That's when it's funny.
Yeah, when he's talking about just like random everything, like random everyday sort of stuff being bullshit, I'm a huge fan of his. I did think his most recent special was not like
The part about the
perfect.
sign language gorilla had me dying.
Yeah.
But that was about the only part that really got a good laugh out of me.
It was like a couple. It had to have been a couple months ago, but he live streamed him watching one of the NFL playoff games, the one that the Steelers were playing, and he's just sitting there, just like eating cold snacks, just like miserable the entire time because the game wasn't very good, and he's just like about like I want to say about an hour into it, he's just like, I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this. This isn't fun. And then I think they just cut the stream.
That's odd. That I kind of did that the other day. I tried doing a solo stream of me playing some bot games in Unreal 3. And I was too tired, and like I never really get the commentary good by like on my own. And like just like about like an hour in, I was just like, yeah, this is shit. I'm done.
Yeah, commentary's hard. It's hard being the main focus of entertainment on something.
Yeah, like I need somebody to bounce off of.
Yeah. I've had to do a couple solo things in the past before. Like my buddy had a weekly podcast sort of thing he was running, and it was kind of like a social experiment sort of thing. This was like, I want to say I was like a sophomore in college at this point, and it was a weekly thing, and he's the only one on the podcast, and he used to take in like emails and stuff and answer the emails, and there was a week where he wasn't there, and he asked me to fill in for him, and boy was that horrible. I think I asked him to actually delete the podcast, so I don't think it's online anymore, but just sitting there for like 45 minutes answering questions and stuff and just talking about like the today's like headlines and various like public interest topics and stuff, and I was just like, man, this is not easy. But like for the most part, I don't mind doing like solo gameplay videos or solo streams and stuff. No, because like I just kind of treat it as I would do it normally. I don't try to force anything out of it. I just try to just be myself and enjoy my time.
Yeah,
Which is something I think a lot of people fail to do whenever they're trying to do something by themselves.
I pretty much need somebody to bounce off of because I don't know what to say on my own. Like I'll just be like, oh, then that happened, and then we're gonna go over here and do this. Like I need a topic and somebody to like bounce the topic off of.
Yeah, I mean, what are your most notable things? Is you just
What do you mean?
Well, don't take this the wrong way, but it's like the same reason why you're not very good at being
Social.
the one that's not playing, is you just have a tough time like doing two things at once essentially.
I feel like I do fine as the one not playing. I actually kind of enjoy sometimes when I'm the one not playing because I could just sit there and commentate.
Just sometimes you end up like not knowing what to talk about, so you just kind of clam up. Whereas when you're playing, you always have that default of going back to explaining what you're doing.
Yeah. I think a few of the Pokemon streams where you were playing went pretty well.
I agree. I think that's
Then again, we haven't done a lot of things where you were playing and not me. Like, it's almost always me playing.
yeah, and that's the technological limitation we have.
I'm still kind of sad we never uploaded any of that Metal Gear Rising stuff we recorded, or any of the fighting games we recorded the one time. I feel like we had some good recordings on the fighting game, except for the Gundam Battle Assault one, where I was trying to carry conversation while you were fighting the Psycho Gundam, and you just could not talk. You got mad at me.
The Psycho Gundam was fucking. That is just one of the toughest. It's not the toughest fighting game boss I've ever had to do, but it is one of the toughest.
Like, he got like rock solid quiet during this fight. Because the Psycho Gundam, like in the original Gundam Battle Assault, is kind of no joke. And I'm trying desperately to keep commentary going. And I remember specifically I was saying something about Wing Zero, and you just like we're gonna hear it, you just got like punched in the face, and you're just like, shut up.
I was very frustrated because I just wanted to beat it. Like I think we recorded like. I think I didn't take like a single death or more than like one death all the way up till Psycho Gundam, and then
It was just death after death after death.
it was like
after
30
death.
minutes of dying at Psycho Gundam. I don't think I even beat it. Like I said, still not the hardest boss.
What's the hardest thing you fought in a fighting game?
Oh, easily Jinpachi from Tekken 5. Like the easiest answer in the world there. Dude had a essentially insta-kill attack. Didn't do insta-kill, but I think it did like close to 80% of your health. He had a stun move that led into a health gain move, or the 80% attack, and that stun kept you for too long. Oh, by the way, the 80% attack, it had a really good hit range, and you could jump over it. But it was also similar to an attack that did like roughly half your health bar that you couldn't avoid unless you were lying down, which means you had to have been lying on the ground from him hitting you.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I honestly can't put my finger on the absolute hardest thing I've ever fought in a video game. Like in a fighting game.
Yeah, that and it's just like, oh, that was for sure the hardest. It's always just frustrating whenever they give like the final boss just cheaty mechanics.
I think generally, in Mortal Kombat 9, some of the fights where they make you fight two opponents are really I found those to be like really unnecessarily hard. Take the supplies to blah 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 blah. Fuck you. Okay.
I'll compensate you for the extra travel.
Huh. Okay, yeah, I'll do it. There we go. Open galaxy map. Okay, it's one system away, that's no big. Just annoying that they friggin' transmitted that update to me, like, right as I was about to dock at the place I was supposed to deliver it to. That would have been nice to know ahead of time. So what's your favorite fighting game of all time?
My favorite fighting game of all time. Probably.
I'm gonna guess it's one of the Tekken games.
Yeah, I'm just trying to narrow it down. I have 3 in my head. I'm just trying to pick which one it is. It's between 3, 5, and Tag Team 2. Because I think I've probably spent the most amount of hours playing 3. And I think 5 had the smoothest combat that still had enough like play to its combo system. And Tag Team 2 is a lot of fun and improves on that combat system. The only problem with Tag Team 2 was all of the characters were unlocked.
Oh, I hate when there's nothing to unlock.
Yeah, it just felt so. It was like so disappointing. Like I wanted to.
See, now if I had to pick a favorite fighting game, it's actually a toss-up between Mortal Kombat X, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and I'd say Tekken 3. And it's hard to pick like which one I like the most because I like them. I like them all for different reasons. Mortal Kombat X isn't bad. I think you'd like it. Like it mimics Tekken's fighting style a little bit.
From what I've played of it, I enjoy it. I think it's a fine fighter. It's just I don't know. I specifically prefer Tekken games. I just think that they run the best.
Yeah, actually, I
They
think
have
I
the
have
best
to give
fighting
it to Tekken
system.
3 because I don't think I ever actually get as much enjoyment out of a fighting game as I do when I play a Tekken game. Mainly because it's one of the only fighting games that I can think of right now that doesn't have like super moves or anything like that.
It doesn't really have super moves. There's not like a dedicated block button, and all the buttons are mapped to the body parts. So if you press triangle, it throws the weak punch, or you press square, it throws your strong punch. Which would be like your left and right hand, obviously.
Yeah.
And then X and circle are mapped to your legs, and if you want to block, you have to press back, but the block isn't like a perfect block, and there's a lot of timing with the block. So, when you play against people that actually know what they're doing, or if you play against like the AI that's set on like a specific like high difficulty on like a harder thing, the game is a lot of like timing your combo attacks while also not letting your guard down long enough to get countered attacked. It's really intricate. I really like it.
Who would you say is your? I think I know the answer to this, but who would you say is your favorite character in any fighting game? And we'll go with Tekken.
Are we saying character as in the
The character, your favorite character to play as.
play as? I've always had the most success with my highest win percentage online was in Tekken 6 with Jin. I had like
I knew it was going to be
50.
Jin.
It was like a 57% win record online. I mean, one of the biggest things about the way he controls is just he's a heavy hitting character that is fast enough that he doesn't just get like just ran over by the small girl characters. So it's.
I always love that one kick attack that they. I think Kazuya and Jun had it too, where it's like where they like grab them and like they kick left and then kick right and knock them over. Huh.
That's a Mishima specialty. It was Kazuya and Heihachi both did it, and Jinpachi actually does it. Where they kick the back of your head and then they swing their leg back and catch you in the jaw.
Yeah. It's like sort of a grab move. I think you could probably guess my favorite character in Tekken. Let's see if you get it right.
You always gravitated towards Yoshimitsu.
Yeah. He's my boy.
I think Yoshimitsu's one of my favorite design characters because they just kind of just go crazy with him each iteration. They're just like, how much shit can we change from the last iteration of him? So like every Yoshimitsu has the signature Yoshimitsu style and a sword. But like there's the time whenever he had like the crazy mushroom hat, and there was the time where he had weird insect wings, like
There's a time where he had a lightsaber.
yeah, like
Crazy.
crazy as shit design. It's so sweet.
Although I had a little group of like favorite characters that I play a lot, like in Tekken, like particularly Tekken 6, I gravitated towards Yoshimitsu, Kazuya, Devil Jin, and someone else that I'm forgetting. It wasn't Jack, because I don't like how Jack plays in the later games.
Yeah, in later games, they really tried to make the difference between fast and bulky characters prominent. So like the real heavy characters like Jack or like Kuma and stuff, they like if you're good with them, they control like tanks and they just beat out down everything. But if you're not like really good with them, then you just get punished for using them.
That and they got rid of the jackhammer, which made me really sad.
Yeah, in later Tekken games, they tried to get rid of as many of the spammy sort of moves that they could to really focus on more technical combat. Which I mean it's just the
that's
evolution
fair.
of fighting
Like,
games.
Like the jackhammer was the Theos beam rifle of Tekken.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing spammy about his beam rifle.
Uh-huh.
Now the butt of his rifle. That thing it had a mind of its own. It just, no matter what button I pressed, it really seemed like he just liked to hit people with the butt of his gun.
Oh, sweet. We are bouncing across different systems and finding like I'm guaranteed at least a million and like 10,000 and a half. 100 and 1,000 and a half for every job I'm finding.
You know, I'd really love to continue this stream, but I really need to get going here. My girlfriend has work at 7 in the morning tomorrow, so.
Oh, well, shit, why don't you say something earlier? Alright. I'll catch you later, man.
Alright, it was awesome streaming.
Tell April I said
See-
sorry.
Oh, I will. See you, everybody.
Alright, see ya.